Hi everyone, this is Michelle Lightworker here, and I'm here for the weekly reading for the 2nd of March all the way through to the 8th of March, this Sunday. And I'm using the Shapeshifter Oracle card deck to commence with by Lucy Cavendish. And now, no, I'm interested to see how we go with uploading the video to YouTube today. I already tried once and I recorded it directly up to YouTube to save time, but it didn't actually, well, it hasn't loaded so far, so if it does, then we won't need this recording. But I just wanted to let you know, just out of honesty, that I already have pulled some cards. The first card that I pulled was this one, which is Wolf Moon, I Will Watch Over You, which is all about wolf medicine, and it's all about being able to harness that energy of protection. It is very much around what came through when I was actually speaking before, was that the protection that is the strongest and most real kind of protection is the right mind. When we are actually feeling that we are in our right mind and we are centered with our higher self. Interestingly enough, this card, the High Priestess card, came through, which is all about being in our right mind. It says you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching, and it helps ourselves as well, from the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And the High Priestess card is extremely, for me, it felt like really about that energy of the higher self really coming through to support and protect you from that energy of falling into that lower vibrational thinking that is there, and it's not about making it go away and eradicating it. It is about strengthening the higher self so that we can hold that energy and access the wisdom that we need to access in order to help those parts of ourselves and that transform the darker aspects of our personality. Now, the other cards that I pulled were actually the Secret Language of Love cards by Ina Segal, and actually two jumped out, and it was Magenta and Coral. Magenta is about connecting to your deepest inner knowing. It's such a gorgeous card. Absolutely beautiful. And Coral, allowing the flow of synchronicity into your life. And it really felt, for me, it felt like this one was very much about being able to connect with your inner knowing, and very, very much about that, those two really going together in a big way, and really feeling like that is our right protection. And that is, instead of being in that sort of zone of not trusting other people, not trusting ourselves, not trusting what is happening, we're accessing a deeper knowing that even the aspects of my personality that are surfacing that may feel like they're holding me back right now, or that may feel like are confusing me, or may feel like they're very loud right now, they're all actually on purpose too. They're here for a reason. There is a reason why we're struggling and why we're feeling that we're being pulled down. And until we listen, we don't actually get the message to then step into our higher self. So it's not about ignoring those parts, rejecting them and judging them. The more we do that, the less we move forward. So it is about, once we do have a platform of safety that we provide for these parts of our personality, we do step much more into higher self, and then we get it that the flow and the synchronicity of everything is just really quite magical, and we move more into that flow in our lives, and things tend to work better. And it's not like we need to judge it though, you know. I mean, there's plenty of times where I've stepped into my higher self and things are really flowing and it's amazing and I really get that vibe, and I get this vibe, you know. But then, I got a part of my personality surfacing, feeling a little bit, something's going on. Those are not the times to step into self-doubt. Those parts of our personality surface because for some reason they need to be heard. May well be that we're strong enough to hear that part at this time. We just haven't channeled our energy into it. And the way I help my clients and students and guide them is to assist them with going into meditation and having a listen and providing a really safe platform for those parts to speak, so that they do feel supported by a team and our higher self. It's not about listening to those parts of our personality that can be quite dark without creating a beautiful space for them that honours the process of how difficult it can be to deal with those energies. And then once we do that, we tend to feel lighter and we're back in the flow again. We kind of overcome a hurdle. And sometimes those parts of us speak a bit louder too on the full moon, so that can be another issue. So that I'm pretty sure there's a full moon this week. So as we're moving into the full moon, that can also escalate those voices as well. And also, many of my students and clients do writing, journaling. One hand may be the part of you, the dominant hand might be the part of you that's quite loud at the moment, non-dominant hand might be the higher self, or vice versa. You can play around with that. And sometimes art is great too, just drawing. Yeah, drawing what this part of me wants to say. Yeah, and then what it needs, and then asking the higher self to come in and give it another resource via that painting or drawing. Very powerful. All very healing on a vibrational level. Very cathartic, but I heard Alanis Morissette say the other day, she said her music was very cathartic because she was quite angsty, but it wasn't quite healing because repeating the same catharsis doesn't necessarily shift it. So you can actually get it out, but you need to actually provide a space for that aspect of your personality to be heard, and also to have a bridge, a rejoining, so that you're feeling the protection is, it's like the clan comes back together internally. I hope this helps you all for this week. I feel like that, this can feel like very disruptive, but it can also be the biggest breakthroughs that you can experience. So trust the process. Lots of love and light to you all. Have a beautiful week. Enjoy yourselves.